First of all, I extend my warm greetings and welcome to our guest today, Engineer Sarkar, Managing Director, DST SERB. It becomes an extra pleasure to receive him because he is also from our fraternity. And therefore, I welcome him another time to this institute and appeal that he should continue to come over here time and again and interact with the faculty and the students as well, so that we can grow from his past experience. Because he is gaining practical experience, facing practical problems every day, and I would like to appeal him that he should share these all practical problems to NIT Agartala, so that our faculty members, research scholars could take practical problems and could resolve. And I think it's going to be a win-win situation for DST SERB because that will be done at free of cost with the application of the brain of our talented students and the faculty member over here. So this is what my appeal is there with him. And then my faculty colleagues who are sitting on the dais, of the dais, and of course, very importantly, the participants. I'm very happy to note that from the far distant places, you have come over here. I will appeal to the organizers that all kind of facilities to be provided, and if any problem is there anywhere else, please freely talk to me so that we could resolve. There should not be any problem. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you over here, where you have got AQI 2-3, not more than that. So when you have come over here, I'm sure that your expectations are going to be fulfilled. See, some of our faculty members are working in this area. They are equally talented to any of the professor elsewhere from any of the institutions. So I'm sure they are going to disseminate knowledge from here also, and the resource persons they have invited. So I'm sure all of you are going to enrich. It's a pleasure to welcome you all, and I'm sure that you will not leave over here this interaction. You continue. You have collaboration with our faculty members, with our research scholars. We'll be very happy to have collaboration with all your institutions. It's never like that into our mind from where you have come. We are happy to give you, we are happy to take from you. So that things go, all together. When you look at our electrical engineering department, we are growing. And you see that we have got 4 master courses over here, along with the UG course and PhD program. So in a beautiful way it is running. But the fact is, it's a sponsored workshop from the DST. And I'll appeal that all faculty colleagues, why only one DST sponsored workshop is there? All of us have to look at it. How many of us we have been applying? That is to be looked at. Rather than switching on the mobiles, it's always better to do something. So let the young faculty members, they should look at it. And this is my appeal that all should look at it in collaboration. It's not one. Let NIT Agartala go everywhere. Why basically we are confined? Now connectivity is there. So what exactly we are not having over here? What else is required? You tell us, we are going to give you. We are going to provide all kind of facilities. So let it be a center of excellence. Why the people are knowing elsewhere? Like you see, even IIT Guwahati is not having high voltage laboratory. That was beautiful as Jadavpur University is having. Can we say that the NIT Agartala will also have the similar kind of facility in the time to come? Let us do it. It's the high time. See, if no government, no organization is going to give you, I can tell you we are going to give you. Only the point is, you should come out for it. That is only the beautiful aspect. So everything is very, very fine. And this workshop is there on grid integration of renewable energy sources, concept, issues, and solutions. See, a lot of beautiful things have already been elaborated by our Engineer Sarkar, MD. A very great knowledge, basically, he has shared. See, our country has got 33%, renewable energy from his lecture, basically, we noted down. It's not a lesser achievement when we look at it. Because the fact is, 33% we replace the fuel. Earlier, when you used to, you were going, then except the hydro, what was there? Mainly the coal and some of the, gases, that to TSECL basically started from here. So these were the sources. And when you are going to look at before 15 years, it may not be the problem at Tripura, but this may be the problem elsewhere. That for nearly, number of hours, there was no electricity in the houses. But the fact is, in last many years, or I should say like in 10 years nearly, this problem is getting eradicated. You will not identify that the people are not having electricity. So having utilization of the renewable energy is boosting not only in terms of our economy, but in terms of our stature. Because today when you talk about it, we talk about the solar energy to have the international alliance, as already has been elaborated by our coordinator of this workshop. So now we are leading into the world. So when we talk about, I don't know, government had a plan that by 22, which is just over, that they are going to have 175 gigawatt from the renewable sources. Out of that, they had a plan of 100 gigawatt from solar only, and then 60 from the wind, and we took 10 from the biomass and 5 from the small hydro. So I don't know, because the data will come that how much basically we have achieved. So this was the plan of the government of India. So 33% is not a lesser number. So how much of the fuel basically be replaced from the natural sources? How much environmental problems basically be reduced drastically? So we all have to just look into that. But I just like to tell you that everything, when we talk about the energy, everything revolves around it. Because even if this world, you talk in terms of the spirituality, then it is just material energy. So nothing else is there. We are also all materials and going to be vanished one day. So it's a picturization of the material energy anywhere else. So everything revolves around the energy. And when you look at Bhagavad Gita, I got a verse basically from Bhagavad Gita for you. You just go and also just look at it. I just like to tell you that is Aprayam itas tvenayam Prikritim vidhi me param jeev bhutam mahabhavo yayedam dharyate jagat. It says that such is the inferior energy. Because the fact is, it also talks about the, as I said, that entire universe talks about the energy, it revolves around it. So then energy is divided. It has inferior energy and the superior energy. And what is the superior energy? Jeev bhutam. Jeev bhutam means living entities. Your. So the soul which is embodied and which is the basis of this earth is considered as a superior energy. So as we talk about it, like our soul, so what exactly it is? It is also an energy. And once soul goes away, is there anything left out into our body? Then this is a source of energy, which is there inside us. So now the point is, what is that inferior energy? So it says that it's a superior energy. Naturally, it's a superior. Because superior energy always controls the inferior energy, and this is a universal law. So what are the inferior energy? So when you look at spirituality, then this earth, air, water and heat, along with the ego, intelligence and mind, these are considered as the inferior energies. So now what basically is superior? We are having superior energy, so we are controlling these mainly four. What is that? Earth and the water and the air and the heat. So sun, when you talk about the sun, so what exactly things are there? A very, very small basically we are dominating. Sun sign, how much basically we are utilizing in terms of the solar energy? When you talk about it, we are trying to control, but a very, very little out of it. From very little out of it, and there was a government, planning to have 100 gigawatt 22. I don't know how much, but the point is that while utilizing a very, very small one. So now the point is, if little more, if we are going to utilize and capitalize on it, how far we are going to grow? That is going to be a question. But the point is, we are not utilizing, we are not capitalizing. On the other hand, sometimes we feel that this inferior energy is capitalizing on us. This inferior energy is dominating on us. Means inferior energy is dominating on the superior energy. And that is what basically is happening precisely. And we are not able to identify ourselves. And we are not able to control basically ourselves, our senses. So now the fact is, what I just want to tell you, in a precise way, if we can control even a smaller amount of it, there will not be any problem. And the pollution problem, or the safety problem, or the diseases which are getting created, from all kind of, using fuels, at least a small percentage of this can be minimized, which generally go into that particular direction. See, I just like to tell you, the topic is very, very interesting, whatever has been done. But I do not want to tell many things because experts are over here and they are going to teach you. But I have got certain concern. Our Prime Minister always talks about Atmanirbhar Bharat. This should become. That's the first thing. You want to dominate or you want to have your recognition because we do not have that culture that we must dominate entire world. No. But yes, we want to the wish group because this is only the country which can teach to the entire world. How basically we can become Atmanirbhar and wish group. Fact is, when we talk about solar energy, that's all fine, pretty fine. Government started giving subsidy. We are very happy to tell from the cooperation of DST. Very first time we got 1 megawatt, solar, rooftop solar over here. This has been done in front of us here, and we are saving huge amount of money. But the fact is, when you talk to the people who are working in this field, is still number of components we are importing from elsewhere. We are not able to manufacture those things into our country. What our department, what our people have been doing over here. But it's not a one-day job. Our people have been doing great job also because they started doing it. So the fact is, we have to look at those particular aspects very, very precisely. Why basically anything is to be imported from elsewhere? Why we can't manufacture? See, we have got one of the best talent into the world in the form of all of you who are sitting over here. Nobody can match you in terms of your intelligence. Then why basically anything we require to have from abroad? And if I am clear, then I have got an information and knowledge about it that one of the DST sponsored project was given to this particular department. And for the want of one, very small accessories from the China, that the money, entire amount of money has been returned back because we could not materialize on our that DST project. And that was nearly 25 lakhs rupees. Possibly if I only heard before a few years because I do not have any knowledge. But possibly it was like that. Why? Why basically that component we cannot do it? We cannot make it. Our people cannot do it. So this is the first question which we have to come into our mind. So it's not like in this particular field, in every field it is going to be over there. You talk of numerous fields, this is going to be over there, and gradually we are fulfilling all kind of things basically into the arena. Now the fact is when you talk about this solar, a lot of things are there. This is the challenge in front of all electrical engineers because when I look at like solar, number of times when sun is not there, then you do not have electricity. So then wind energy also you talk about. So forecasting, how are you going to do it? So there must be a precise mechanism of forecasting. And very, very importantly, what we all have to look at it, though it's not going to be easier, very, very tough. How the storage, that's also one of the concern. Something can be done. And when different kind of energies are there, either from the biomass or from anywhere else, how basically we are going to integrate. That's also integration and interconnection is needed. So now what a lot of challenges are there into this particular arena. The fact is how basically you are going to give the solutions. So I have got an expectations. Like let the people give solutions to the problems, practical problems. Now the time is no longer over there. When we were working and we were publishing some of the papers, we were getting happy. I have got one transaction paper, then we feel very great. No, the time is over now. Do smaller things which is beneficial for the society, you will be remembered by the society and it's going to be very, very beautiful for the nation and the state as well. And we all have to just look into this particular direction. Time and again, I precisely like to tell it. What is our focus here? When you talk about the biomass, so we are full of biomass in the state of Tripura. Why efforts are not there? Why basically we are sitting into one department? Are we interacting with the people? The fact is this. So we have to change our mindset, our mentality. The mentality is this, like come over here, take 1 hour lecture and go away, vanish. And that too at not a precise note. Sometimes you will find people are not over there. So we have to precisely change our mentality. Because government of India is now doing a lot of things. And I can tell you we have to precisely evaluate to our Prime Minister. It's not like everybody wants to be the world leader. But the point is that we do not want to do anything. How precisely going to be things in the right directions. So let us have from here what we can do into this particular area. So it's a very, very challenging area. A lot of things are going to be there. Our managing director reflected a lot of beautiful ideas. Here you see when you will go at a far distance, you will find some of the houses over there. How you will make an arrangement for the electricity arrangement were not there, he said. And then now he's providing at least the solar electricity over there. So these are the basic things for the today's society. But again, challenges is there how you are going to integrate. You integrate those all things. And then, so that electricity supply is there. They are also our people. So how basically when we have got the abundance of the biomass over here, how basically effectively that can be utilized, that we have to look at it. Can we come out with a technology in a meaningful way in this particular direction? I can tell you this can solve this problem also over there. So I'm pretty happy that a lot of things are going to be deliberated, on this particular important topic, and all of you are going to be very fair. I appeal to all participants. You have come from a far distance. Please get close interaction with our faculty, so that you grow, and they also grow. There is going to be a win-win situation. If anything else is there, we are going to help in all the ways. And I'm sure that all of you are going to be comfortable over here and going to learn. I heard that 100% attendance is there. Since you have come from a far distance, I'm sure all of you are going to take classes. You have come over here only for this particular course. I'll be pretty very happy if some of you get some of the concepts from here and the ideas from here, and you start researching in this particular direction. That will be the meaningful end of this particular workshop. Because in this workshop also, Government of India is spending good amount of money. And that is what I have got as expectations. And in the last, I just like to tell you, Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Let the entire world be happy, along with all of you who are over here with all of us. And I like to congratulate Organizing Secretary Dr. Jain, who has taken initiative to get funding for this particular workshop, and of course the entire organizing team, because organizing anything else is not easier. And I am sure all of you will be benefited, and this event will serve its purpose. With all these words, I like to thank Head of the Department and Dr. Jain to invite me over here to share some of my thoughts with all of you. Thank you all very much. Jai Hind.